This guy, Dennis Rader, known as BTK, may have spent more time and effort publicizing his kills than actually doing the killings. Among the many, many letters and packages that he mailed out and planted in the public was a word puzzle. Back in 2004, he sent that word puzzle to a Kansas TV station. That was 13 years after his last known murder. And it was 1 year before he got caught. So he got caught, he was arrested, and he later pled guilty to 10 murders. And the judge put him away for 10 consecutive life sentences. But now he might be facing another life sentence, maybe even the death penalty. Because back in April, somebody mailed this 2004 word puzzle of Raiders. They mailed it to the Oklahoma sheriff, the sheriff who's investigating a cold case, a teenage girl's disappearance from back in 1976. That TV station had already pieced together several key words, including prowl and fantasies. And then the detectives found even more, including Rader's address, the names of his 10 admitted victims, and then these words and names: Cindy, Kinney, Laundromat, Pawhuska, and Kahika. Cindy Kinney was the 16-year-old cheerleader who disappeared from a laundromat on Kahika Avenue in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. She was never found. So is this proof positive that Dennis Rader killed Cindy Kinney, even though he's never admitted it? I'm joined now by Sheriff Eddie Virden of Osage County, Oklahoma. Sheriff, thanks for coming back on the show. Is it any chance that this word puzzle and these words that have been strung together could be coincidence, or is it just way too much coincidence?
Well, you know, the lady that sent it to me has spent a lot of time, did a lot of research, reached out, shared that information with us, and then we've been looking at a lot of different things. So we shared that with some of the other investigators that have been working on the case with us and others, and found so many things that related. And then when we started, you know, really looking into the map, you know, the way that he put his address in there, his names in there, you know, it's along the same pattern type. But when you go to put all of the victims, known victims' names in it, and then many other details, we know Dennis was much more methodical. He put a lot of time and effort. And of course, when you look at something like this, you've got to say, how would he have been able to create that? And, you know, through research, we found out there was computer programs where you could put a list of names and different things, and then it would scramble it and put it into a form. But in addition to that, you know, there's some people that feel there's a lot of different things in this, including mapping, mileages, and other information. So again, you know, this is just one of many, many things that we found, and we're going to continue to go through and get answers on our case.
Sheriff, does any evidence still exist, any hard evidence that was retrieved from his home, like hard drives and computers that maybe a really good forensic scientist and analyst could go over to see if maybe he employed one of those programs back then to scramble his selected choice words into a word puzzle? Like, if you found that, it'd be game over, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that's, you know, that's one thing that we're hoping for, is not only, you know, additional information with the computers and other things, but, you know, also items collected. You know, there could be a possibility of connecting them to our victim, and you know, all that is, you know, there's a tremendous amount that we've done on this, and it's ongoing. And you know, every day we find additional things that we hope will bring us the answers.
Sheriff Virden, I wish you the best. It is a puzzle. It is a very disturbing piece. But if it leads to some closure for Cynthia Kinney's family, I sure hope you and your team can get that for them. Thank you for being on. Please keep us posted and come back. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.